Okay, first of all, I want to welcome everyone to Public Works Ceremony 2018. This is actually our third one. And I'm going to bring Mr. Keith Stearns up here so he can bless the food. The itinerary is going to be like this. We're going to go with, we're going to eat first, then after that, then we'll go into presentation. So let's do it in a neat and orderly fashion. Plenty of food there. We're going to have women serving you and everything. So like I said, we'll eat first, and we'll go into the presentation. Okay? At this time, Mr. Keith Stearns.
Yes, let's look to the Lord. Father God, Lord, we just like to take this time, Lord, to thank you, Father, for your blessings and for your graciousness, Lord, for looking over us, Father, and for blessing this city, Lord. We ask you to bless those who are in attendance here, and we ask you now that you just bless this food for the nourishment and strength of our body, Lord. In Jesus' name that we pray. Amen.
Okay, at this time, we'll bring up the mayor to say a few words and talk about some important things. And got some very good news for people that doesn't follow the news. So at this time, our mayor.
Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. I want to say, first of all, a special thank you to Charisse for all the work she's done to put this amazing event together. And say this has become one of the things I look forward to every year. It's really grown into a wonderful, wonderful event, and I'm glad to be back. It's been a big year for Harrisburg and for the Public Works Department, and I wanted just to highlight a few things for you this morning. Many of you may remember that I think I was last here, and we had a packed house, and the city was in financial crisis, and there were lots of questions about what was going to happen to Harrisburg. And we achieved something which many people thought was not possible. We got the legislature to agree to help the city in a bipartisan fashion with only 8 session days when they couldn't agree on anything else, just helping Harrisburg. It was a really wonderful thing. And some of you asked me as I was mingling before, so what does this mean for sanitation? What does it mean for public works? It means that we are set for the next 5 years, that we have enough revenue to do what we need to do. Yes, it's a big deal. They're not going to be able to push to privatize us because we're in a financial crisis. And even better than that, we actually got something out of the bill which says that there's going to be a new authority. It's called an Intergovernmental Cooperation Authority that's going to work with the city so that in 4 or 5 years when we go back to the legislature, they'll be our advocates working on our behalf to get this extended even longer. And that's a positive thing, because one of the things that we didn't have this time was really any type of working relationship with the legislature. They didn't know basic facts about Harrisburg. I had to spend most of my time just getting them up to speed on what we did and why we were doing it. They looked at our budget and they said, "Why have you hired so many people over the past 3 or 4 years?" And they meant you in this room. And I had to explain what you did and why this was necessary for the city. And we got there. We got there in the end, and we got to a bipartisan point, which is really, really good. So I would say this has been the year where we secured all the progress that we've made, where we stabilized, and where we're now able to move forward to the future from a position of strength. And that's something to be really proud of, and I know I'm proud of it, and I'm proud of all of you. So that's the big financial picture. But there have been some other aspects of the year which are impressive. As you know, we have a new ASME contract, fairly unanimously approved. That's going to go to City Council, includes bonuses, and it's a good place for us right now for the next 2 years. And so that's a big deal. Also, we started this past year our eminent domain for this building. You asked me about that. And eventually, by the time we're done, we're going to have full control over the building. And it's just a question of what it's going to cost and how that plays out in the court system. But that's a big deal for the city, because once that is completed, we will have the stability long-term of knowing where Public Works is going to be. And it's going to be right here. And that's a very positive thing. Just from an operational side of things, I have to say I've been really impressed. We've been going through the budget, and I'm going to give my budget presentation here at the end of November. So been meeting with all the departments, getting updates on where we are. We had an amazing year in Public Works, probably our best year that I can remember. As I look through things, let's start with demolition. Demolition, we did incredible. At the beginning of the year, before City Council, we stood up and we said, here's our priority list. This is what we're going to do. These are the buildings we're going to take down. Not only did we do that, but we did even more than that. So it's been an incredible year for demo. Same thing with highway. We said at the beginning of the year, we were going to pave this list of alleys, and we're going to make it possible for our trash trucks to move through in a freeway. And we did everything that we said we're going to do. Sure, there's much more to do, a lot more paving to do, but we did what we said we were going to do, and the city is better off because of it. And if you look at sanitation as a whole, we accomplished something extraordinary. We passed a new sanitation ordinance for the first time in a generation in Harrisburg. That's how outdated the ordinance was. Which is going to make it much more possible for us to do our jobs well as to have a cleaner city. And the key to that effort is greater enforcement power, and we're going to be able to roll that out in full next year. I can tell you, yeah, it's a big deal. It's an accomplishment. And I went with Aaron and the other leadership of your department, and we met with the district justices, and they were all very, very supportive. Seldom have I seen such sort of unanimous support for what we're trying to do. But everyone in Harrisburg, from the district justices right down to the residents, want to see a cleaner, safer city, and we're going to be able to achieve that because we work together through public meeting after public meeting and committee hearing after committee hearing to get that sanitation ordinance passed. Sustainability. We're doing pretty amazing things with sustainability. We are back on track with our composting proposal. We put that on pause while we were trying to figure out the city's financial issues, but we are looking to move forward with that and go through the zoning process. In addition, some pretty interesting things have been going on sustainability-wise. There's some amazing public-private partnerships that have been formed to help with the greenhouse, which could be another partnership opportunity between the city and the school district. And I'm pleased with all that. And our recycling continues to be a major, major part of our operations. And we've even negotiated a new contract with the place where we take our recycling to make sure that there won't be any major changes that will inconvenience our residents in the coming year, so we can continue to try and remove as much trash from the stream and recycle it as possible and reap those financial benefits. One negative is that tipping fees continue to go up next year. They'll go up and they're going to continue to go up. So we have a financial incentive to work as hard as we can to recycle. I know many of you work every day to take those loads and recycle the mixed recyclables and the cardboard and everything, and your hard work is paying dividends. Fleet management, this is the first year that we've started to see new vehicles on the streets for our city employees. It's incredible. I mean, I know you all know the number of investments we've made in our major fleet vehicles for what we do here in Public Works, but also just to have city employees driving around in relatively new cars is an impressive accomplishment, and that lease program is going to continue to grow. Parks maintenance, what a year for our parks. I mean, we completely redid 4 and a 5th playground on the way here in the city of Harrisburg. They're beautiful. They are they're better than ever. We continue to partner with public-private partnerships to assist everywhere. And one big project that's happening that's not directly being done by the city, but is going on next year is we're going to repave the Riverwalk, and that'll be done by the end of next year, and that's going to be a big deal for Riverfront Park in particular. But we've invested in all of our parks and playgrounds throughout every neighborhood, continue to work in Reservoir Park, continue to work in Italian Lake, where there's a brand new pavilion that also was generously donated to the city by our partners. So that's an awful lot to be proud of for 1 year. And but again, to circle back to my original theme, when I came before you last year, just a year ago, the future was uncertain. And now we've made it through the crisis. We've stuck together, and we can grow. We can continue to grow and strengthen the bonds that really define the public service here that we do in this department. And that's something to celebrate, and is putting me in an awards spirit. So are we ready to give some of these awards away? Let's do it.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. First of all, again, I just want to thank everyone for supporting me as your Public Works Director. As the mayor just said, we extended the contract, so that gives me an opportunity to stay around 2 more years so we can take care of unfinished business, and we can keep moving this train in the positive direction that we're going in, and it's going in a real good direction. And again, I remember where we came from, and we came a mighty long ways. And everybody who's been here from the old incinerator, old Public Works, old sanitation building, know we came a mighty long way. We have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. And again, I want to thank the mayor for allowing us to be able to, see this all come true, especially for me and Dave West. I mean, we basically everything that we asked him, he pretty much gave Public Works. And again, sir, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. To the employees, like I said, we just a big family. Like any family, you always got the little in-house fights. But when it's time to actually do our job, y'all do it very well. And I'm very, very appreciative of it. Again, a lot of people don't think we work hard, but like I always challenge them, you come down and get on that sanitation truck for 1 week, and then you come see me. Then you'll see that they are working, But same thing like with highway, vehicle maintenance, I can go on and on. Parks and Rec maintenance is a mystery because all they say is you cut grass, but they don't know 27 parks and playgrounds, a whole lot of grass to cut, and that weed whipper beat you up. So again, I tip my hat to each and every one of y'all for supporting me, because again, y'all make me look good, and that's why we having this to show a little, appreciation, because again, you work very hard, and I really appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm gonna get into the award side of things. As far as the new employees, I'm gonna ask Dakota to stand up short. Okay. Dakota is with our highway department. He's still on probation. He got a little taste of sanitation. He likes getting done though, so he go home and go to sleep. So he ain't minding that too much. But again, Dakota, we appreciate you. All right, getting into the retirees. Okay, these guys, most of these guys I've been with for a long time. So this can be kind of emotional because when you build friendships and you work alongside folks for a long period of time, hate to see them go, but you're also glad to see them actually reach that opportunity to call retirement. And again, I hope you feel good. I hope it is everything that you think it should be, and I don't wish you nothing but success. At this time, from the engineer side, he had to leave early. He had to take his wife to the hospital, but that would be Gene. Gene used to actually work in sanitation also. Then he went down to the city government center and worked as a custodian. So we'll make sure that Gene get what he has. Okay. So our next person, another guy used to work in sanitation for a long period of time. Matter of fact, he had many jobs with the city. He was a lifeguard with the pool down in Parks and Rec, and also he was in sanitation. This guy here, he probably gonna take an hour to walk up here. You got to be the slowest guy that ever worked in sanitation, and but he was steady though. I'm gonna tell you, he was steady. So at this time, I'm gonna call Gary Ross up here. You see how long he taking, don't you? That's just me. Gary's gonna be retiring here in December. We got the retirees a little nice jacket and an old little coffee cup. You want to open up, Sheree, so they can see what it look like? Gary, open your jacket up so they can see what they look like. No, it don't have Stillers on it, but don't give me no ideas.
Those are nice. Keeps it warm.
All right.
And when I say we work together, just like he said, yeah, I got a problem at the filter house. I'm coming. Somebody's fighting over there, all right? He got there.
Okay. All right, our next retirees from the Highway Department. Okay. Worked many jobs too. He worked at park maintenance before. And also been here with sanitation, and he went to the highway. Actually, he went to building and housing also. Yeah, he worked a little bit everywhere. Retiring here shortly in December, Tim Doutrick.
Look at that. All right, congratulations. Well done.
Yep, I was just getting ready to say, Tim was a lifeguard too. I worked with Tim.
All right, don't hold it against me, Tim. All right, our photographer here, I got, look, he already told me he got an invoice for me, but he don't know he's doing this for free, so. This gentleman here, been with us a long time. You know, Danny was over there, old highway shop. And I mean, he's been here for quite some time, man. You know, with the old timers when I first started, he was here. Steady, you know, comedian. This guy here, man, reliable though. He's real steady, and he's still reliable. You know, anytime I call him and ask him to do something, you know, he always come through. You know, he lost his wife and everything, but you know, we was there for him, and you know, he just love you, man. And, you know, just maintain. Cause I know it's kind of hard for you. You know what I mean? Got them daughters and stuff, but you know, hopefully retirement, you know, is what you want it to be. But this time, Danny Wallington.
Yes, of course.
Okay, now get back on your duty. All right. Okay, parks maintenance. All right. This guy here, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to blame this one on you. You know, he didn't want to retire, but he wasn't sure that they was going to extend it. So, but he wanted to enjoy his summertime, so he wanted to enjoy the summer months. I said, man, don't leave yet. Please don't leave. So he went on retire. Is there any other way we can get him back here? I'll talk to you later about it. But anyway, this guy here, man, he taught me he taught me a whole lot about parks maintenance. Him and Ronnie Noss, and I really appreciate it. He's just always been there for me. You know, I can't say enough about him, and we miss him. But if we ever need you on that crane, like I told you, you know I'm gonna call you. So at this time, I'm gonna call Scott Pace up.
Open invitation. Thank you.
Okay, traffic engineering. Another guy who had several jobs with the city, down at the water storage plant, and then he left, went to the storage plant, came back to traffic. Big McDevitt guy, you know, no Big McDevitt guy. No, this is Cougar Land. You know that, don't you? All right. I know Eric. I know you McDevitt, Eric. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Our electrician, he did several things for us. You know, another steady guy. You know, and we miss him right now. This time, Bobby Verenick. No, he's Notre Dame guy.
That's right. Undefeated. We're good.
Okay, the VMC. That's the hub. That's where all our vehicles come through. And a lot of times, you know, they don't think these guys be doing anything, but they can get overwhelmed, you know, from all the different vehicles they got to take care of. So this one gentleman, he's leaving in December. He's been here he started at parking enforcement. He's worked there, sanitation too. So he got a taste of that, and then he came into our park shop, and he's gonna be well missed. And I know he got about almost 30 years. He got about 30 years. So I try to talk him out of it too, you know, stay another 2 years. His wife's back there. Son, he can stay if you want him to. It ain't too late. All I gotta do is call Joni. You can come see me. But at this time, I'm gonna call Maurice Baskins up. Because I know you got that old honeydew list for him. You might want to stay here.
And if don't nobody know, this is my real blood brother.
Yeah. Okay. This next guy, oh man, this guy, man. Another one I hate to see go. Very steady. You know, you catch him back there arguing every once in a while. But man, he can do anything for you, you know, working on them vehicles. And you know, well, miss, I know he, you know, happy. He can drink his 6-packs of beer anytime he feel like it now and go hunting, you know. So at this time, I'm gonna call Mark Gephardt up here.
I'm heading back out.
Okay, that's it for our awardees. Let's give them a round of applause, please. Our retirees. All right. Okay. Administrative staff. This is another two-timer. She used to work at IT. I shouldn't even say that because I don't want to marry a recruiter. She come from the IT, so we got 2 for 1 with her. I mean, CRW don't know what they miss. I'm glad. When I first found out, hey, I said, oh yeah, let me make sure I get her. But very organized. Going that office in there. Well, matter of fact, all the women here are pretty organized. We don't have no problem. I wish we can. It's the men's office that don't look right. It's not the women's. But very organized, and she really got our guys in sanitation as far as the uniforms, man. She really got that thing down to a science and saved us a lot of money dealing with who we get our uniforms from. And at this time, I just want to thank her, Ruth Ann Page. Okay. Engineering. He's a little, I think he might be 1 year older than me, longtime friends. There was another one that I knew when he was available. I said, man, let me get this guy. So, if y'all don't notice, I do a lot of recruiting. So, them guys, they out there with some good ones. So I get out there and try to get them. But this guy can do a little bit of everything. Got the right mannerisms for, customer service. And you don't want to mess with him because he's a Taekwondo guy, black belt and all that stuff. He's real quiet, but he's he's a pretty physical guy, man. Just don't look like nothing. But been knowing Jeff Washington for a long time. Come on up here, Jeff. Okay, highway. Okay, we recruited this guy from the state. He was taking care of his mother, and he was out of work there for a minute and put in that application. And he had a nice little resume, and I'm glad that he was available for us because he's a nice piece to our puzzle. At this time, I'm going to call Robert Black up here.
You seen wear that Steelers shirt. He thought I don't know what he's trying to do, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, next person. Hey, I don't know how he found us, but I'm glad he found us because he came with a whole lot of knowledge as far as that paving, had his own business and everything. Still might have his own business. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm glad that we have him. And this time I just want to call Keith Myers up here. Okay, parks maintenance. All right. Next guy here. Actually, didn't say I love sports, but we actually had two of their fathers is Big 33. If you know anything about football in Pennsylvania, Big 33 is a big ordeal. So Gary Ross's dad. Hey man, Gary Ross's dad played for William Penn back in the 60s. Gary Ross's dad was one of the best athletes that came out of this almost state. And then this next gentleman, his father as well, Big 33 guy. Picked him up, been knowing the family for a long time. He had his own little, lawn care company there. This guy got about 4 jobs, pretty right now, security, everything. But on the IR right now, working on his little ankle. Matter of fact, both of the brothers is on IR. But anyway, while he was working, he was doing an awesome job in parks maintenance. But at this time, called Antoine Brown. Now, don't be trying to limp now. Okay? Oh man. Oh man. Okay, still at park maintenance. Next individual, again, man, we got some good draft picks. He come from a company that laid all kinds of landscaping. Hard working guy, and had a little scared and out of the woods yet, but he was dealing with some things with his son, like a blood disease, and God just, we continue on blessing him and his family, and his son as each day, it's a blessing that that we all above ground, and I can't say enough about him. I appreciate him because he comes to work every day, even though he's going through something. At this time, Elmer Garcia. Okay. All right, park maintenance. This gentleman here in the reserves, he was in the Army Reserves, now he's in the Air Force Reserves. So I want to thank him for, serving our country, first and foremost. Again, another nice pickup. I'm just saying, we've really been blessed with a lot of new employees that really put in a lot of work. So, at this time, I just want to call Zachary West up. Okay. All right. The sanitation department. Okay. This guy here, we should give him a standing ovation once I call his name. All right. This guy here, we pulled him out of the workforce, and we don't have no wash bay or nothing like that. But I just honestly want to say, that's a lot of hard work when you clean them vehicles. But we pulled him out of the workforce, and he gets back there and really wash the vehicles. Take a lot of pride in it, and I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because again, we real creative down here because we have to do things, think outside the box a lot of times because we got to keep these new vehicles clean and everything. So I went to him and asked him, hey man, I need somebody to wash these vehicles. And he stuttered, so it took him about 7 minutes to get it out. You know how he is. But I really appreciate him because it's a dirty job. Not only sanitation dirty, but you clean them vehicles out. But at this time, I want to call, with a trumpet sound, I want to call Mr. Mark Baker up here. Then we ain't gonna never get out of here then. You don't want to say nothing. All right, our next guy, everybody wants this guy on the sanitation truck because that way they can get done early and they be fighting over him. One of our drivers got rid of one of our guys got hurt. He's coming back to his route and the driver got rid of him because this person took his job, But this guy, hey man, I don't blame him trying to get him because he's young yet. He'll slow down and get about 4 or 5 more years on him. He'll slow down. But right now, he's on fire. So at this time, I want to call Willie Bowie up here. You see how Gerald did you, didn't you, Coach? All right. Next person. We get opportunity. We got, again, 2 for 1. This guy came here with experience of driving the front loaders as well as our rear loader, And we basically call upon him and ask him to go out there and drive the rear loader at times. I mean, the front loader at times. And, he does a good job, steady. He lost his partner. His partner's on IR right now, too. Actually on workman's comp. But, this guy's real steady. And knowing him, I don't want to say like I'm some old man, but I've been knowing him since he's a little boy, for real. And that's literally, because I'm a little bit older than him, But this time I'm going to call Jason Jackson up here. Oh, man. All right. Okay. Next individual. I remember when he first got here up on Jefferson Street. Yeah, Emerald and Jefferson. Yeah, that's where it happened at. I got a phone call and said, man, you need to come up here and come get him because he's cramping up. So I came up there and he just said, man, take me back right now. Just give me a day. I'm going to take some ibuprofen or something, but I can't make it right now. So that's what I'm saying. That sanitation truck it ain't for everybody, but I got to tip my hat to him. He hung in there, you know what I mean? He recently just got married, so he better have hung in there, you know what I mean? So, but at this time, I'm going to call Jamel Lawton up here. Oh, man. Okay. This next individual, again, we got stories. Sanitation got a bunch of stories, but when somebody get hurt, when they get hurt and they say, you think I'm going to get my job back from going back on that same route? Because they got a system. They ain't trying to go with somebody else. So as soon as he was on the IR, first thing he did today was he said, hey, boss. He said, hey, boss, am I going to go back to my route? Because you got to understand, the peanut gallery say, man, if you get hurt, you ain't going to get your job back. So, he was concerned. He pulled Dave to the side. He wanted to know if he's going back to his route. Again, actually, my aunt told me about him in his principal when he worked at the school district, told me about him. Said, hey, man, this guy's a great worker. He definitely want to hire him, and they was definitely right. At this time, I want to call Raul up here. I can't pronounce his last name, but I'm going to call Raul up here. Okay, moving right along. Okay, so the next guy, again, is another story. I don't know. He just acted like he couldn't do nothing well at first. I don't know. I know we didn't call him in the office several times and say, hey, man, you got to get yourself together. Well, Nate Spriggs, he's out in Susquehanna now, Public Works Director out in Susquehanna. But Nate told Dave one day, he said, man, look, you're going to have to let him get out there, sink or swim. Let him drive. And I'm going to tell you something. Ever since Nate put him out there, he's been driving. Look, he's really doing his thing. He exceeded above expectations, and I'm happy for him. At this time, I'm called Marvin Moore up there. Okay. Okay. This next individual we got in recruiting. I know him ever since he played Little League Baseball for me. Also, he worked for a competition, so when I seen his application coming through, I said, okay. And again, drive the front loader and also the rear loader. So when we was going into getting these new vehicles, these front loaders, oh man, it just worked out well for us. So I can't ask enough. Again, and the other thing, he's single parent, and he gets in, he does what he has to do. And being a single parent got to be tough. You know what I mean? You got to make other adjustments and things like that. But again, I just want to thank him, Jose Quinones. All right. The last guy from sanitation, he just got off the IR. He had back surgery, believe it or not. Had back surgery. He should have got eye surgery for hitting people's mirrors. But I'm glad he's back. Steady guy. We got him from believe it or not, the safety coordinator for Central Dolphin, believe it or not. But he's back. Now, he didn't come back by choice. He ran out of sick time and vacation. So he had to make sure he's coming in and get paid. So I'm glad he's back, though. But he's a guy, reliable guy. We can use him in, he don't like messing with that trash truck. I'm just going to tell you that. But I'm glad he's back, though, Ronald Wise. Oh, man. All right, vehicle maintenance, VMC, okay. Newcomer here, another guy we got from the state, own his own business. I don't know how he found us, but I'm glad he found us. Comes with a gang experience, Ken Gardner. Another 82nd Airborne guy. Okay. All right, this is our next guy. Is our 5 o'clock in the morning guy that works for VMC that they can check, make sure the guys are checking their vehicles, doing their pre-trips, and everything, and came from Firestone. So again, like I said, we recruit from everywhere. So again, doing a good job. That's Dave West's guy. They live and die by Rick. But this time I'm gonna call Rick up here. Rick, I can't say your last name either. Oh my God. Oh man. All right, next gentleman, Maurice is prepping him, for the park shop. But I've been knowing him for a minute. He played Little League baseball for me too, also, and I think he came from Sears. Working in that maintenance department. At this time, I want to call Billy up here. Okay, our last three is our management. Okay, at this time, down at City Government Center, I mean, there's a lot of things that happen down at City Government Center as far as the building. There's a lot of work that goes into that down there, and making some serious changes down there for the best. And one of the managers, I just want to call him up here. Probably didn't think he wasn't getting anything, but Dave Baker. Huh? Oh, man, that did it, didn't it? Yeah.
Hey, thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. All right. You know what? I done jumped over, excuse me. I done forgot my traffic engineer section. Okay, all right. Got two individuals that we're gonna give something from for traffic engineers. And the first one would be, I ain't got my little cheat sheet here. First one would be, she just actually got her CDL license, and we'll give her a hand on that. CDL license, and yeah, you gotta give her a head start, cause I think she got her boots still on. I don't know, but I'm gonna call Miss Veronica up here from traffic engineering. Okay. Our next person from traffic engineer, I gotta give credit to Todd already got some, but we got some serious lights in there now. I don't know if you're in the back part there. They've been putting up this new lighting, and I love it, because I mean, you get older, you need some light to be able to read certain things, and they've been in here. We got like 2 days of rain, but Antoine, if you can come up here, please. Adrian, oh yes, Antoine, Adrian. Okay, our next person, we had a new position, and again, what the mayor was speaking on for is us having a little bit of revenue now. We probably create another position, and that's our enforcement officer that we much need, because the 1st of January, we'd be able to write our own citations and everything. So, he was in the sanitation department, did recycling, and when Jim retired, he had a little bit of experience in this area, but just want to say he's doing a good job as far as getting out there, and y'all hear him on the radio all the time. Go for Howard, yeah, that's his call, son. Yeah, so at this time I want to call Howard Drayton up here. Okay, 2 more. Okay, a management team for vehicle maintenance, VMC. All right. Military guy. Again, been blessed with somebody that has the logistics. Great pickup for us, because he's really sound when it comes to real organizational skills as far as trying to do the things in VMC. At this time, recently married too, just got married. It seems like a lot of people getting married in public works here lately. Yeah, so, yeah, so, yeah, no, you don't get no extra money in public works if you get married. Start that rumor, but yeah, so at this time, I want to call Nick Fisher up here. That there is all our awardees for this year. Oh man, yeah, he gonna jump on me, man. That's a long life friend that used to work for the city. Used to work for the city also. Came back. I found him out. Well, actually, he was on city council. I talked him into coming off city council. Nah, we've been friends, man. Childhood friends, and great pickup. Got the right temperament for the job and everything. Highway loves him versus when they see Dave walk back there. Yeah. But anyway, Jeff Baltimore. See, Dave done sent him out there working already. Yeah, so he be back. We'll make sure that Jeff get his award. But yeah, if you don't know, Jeff like to pick up the dead carcasses out there in the street. But anyway, that right there is our last awardee. And again, I just want to thank everybody, for all the hard work you do.